Hello, hello, hello. Okay, there we go. Eyeball. Okay. Let's get to it, y'all. So we're working on Reyes right now. We have some things we'd like to do. So basically the character needs to be adjusted. Hello, Reyes. Good morning. We adjusted some things in the past. There's a little bit more to adjust. Happy New Year to you too. What we're gonna do cheat. I think what we'll do is make a multi-res version of the body. So now what we'll do is duplicate this one, move it into high poly. What we're gonna do is shrink wrap this to the body, but I suppose we wanted to do a few things. I would also like it to subdivide before the shrink wrap. Probably we could do 3 times. And that'll be incredibly dense. But I suppose what we want to do is actually mirror this beforehand. Oh, interesting. I didn't expect this to be a movable tab. Well, that doesn't really change anything. Alright. So we apply the mirror. Mark 1/2. So to do that, we'll turn off merge. Go ahead and apply this. So we gotta remove the shape keys. Alright, we'll grab this half. Do a new group, which we'll call mask. Restore or mirrored assign. Then take the boundary loops for both, which should just be this middle. Bridge edge loops with merge. And we should be off to the races there. Okay. So now we have this geometry that we've mirrored. made a selection on one half that we've saved, merged it together. Now what I'd like to do is apply the subdivision. Put on a multi-res and unsub back down, but I need to save the vertex groups. So in here, we're gonna rename this. We'll call this body MR. And duplicate it and call this MR data transfer. Okay. MR data transfer can actually go into the folder data transfer. And then on our big mesh, body MR, which actually we'll rename body, should be body underscore remesh, or yeah, remesh. And sculpt. Let's say sculpt. Body sculpt. And I'll take this and we can put it into data transfer as well. Alright, but that's the one this is listening to, and we'll rename this to I. Save. We've got our subdivision, which we can see has tons of little detail as we've turned up subdivision count. That's about as high as we'd want it. Nothing looks too bizarre. I mean, it's already basically as close as it can get. And we'll apply, save, add a multi-resolution modifier, save. Unsubdivide. Unsubdivide. Subdivide. Save as well. Okay, so now we gotta back up. I messed up something. Which is the feet. So go in here. I believe we want this one. All right, one more. Drink. Drink. Wrap. Those. Inner web. Did the tip work okay? Tip for... What was the tip? Oh, that's the shrink wrap. Or sorry, that's the subdivision. I want to try out the shrink wrap. Oh, I sent money just now with donate link. Oh, it should be working. PayPal's fixed, thankfully. But thank you, Reyes. I appreciate the donation. Appreciate that dono. Thank you for the $25 tip donation. Thank you, thank you. Super appreciate it. I'm glad we're finally getting back around to working on Reyes. I did have to finish kind of a little bit of a hard thing to explain, but basically we made a really nice way to work. I don't know how to say that. I guess we'll just do these. Here. More like... Man, how do I do that? Here to here plus? Like this. add that to the group. Boom. Okay, so now when we subdivide and then shrink wrap, it should be a bit better. Oh, but I have to, of course, assign our shrink wrap those inner web. Just got up, gonna do a daily routine, quick grind in one of my games, and maybe get on my PC, do a little work. Depends on my mood, but I'm just stopping to check in on you. How are you? I'm doing well, Popstar. Thanks for asking. Welcome, welcome. Glad you've got your room and desk figured out. Hopefully, got the setup you want. All right, something like that. With a shrink wrap. So now, what we can do is apply that subdivision again. We'll go up one more. Apply the shrink wrap. Then do the multi-res, which we can unsubdivide back down to the low poly version. Perfect. So now we have the sculpture. We don't need it anymore. We just have this one object with the multi-res. It's beautiful. It's perfect. And what we can do now is transfer back our text groups from multi-resolution data transfer. I believe we already have the groups. We do. And now, with this just above data transfer, doesn't matter. So just hit apply. All layers by name. I guess. Just want to double check. Data transfer does indeed. Full body. Applied the mirror. Okay, so it should be good. And apply. Okay. Perfect. So that's the high poly one right there. We can actually go to level viewport 3. Beautiful. It looks good. It looks powerful. Now a very fun thing we can do is in the low poly, we can take the low poly body, right here, and what we're going to do just body. I guess we do body B2. And it doesn't matter, that name's not going to be seen by anything else. But body low. Oh wait. Change the name. That's fine, but I wanted to look at this data here, which I will call body. Yes. And then body low will actually use the same geometry. Perfect. we'll add a mask up top, set to beard, which we'll cut it in half. Not as useful as I'd like. Interesting. A little bit of a hiccup right there. That's because of the shrink wrap modifier being second. Perfect, beautiful, powerful. Then we add that mirror back on. Awesome. Hello, G Quarky. Sigma. Sigma grindset. Been gone so long, you got a beard. This only takes about a week. It comes in quick. Actually, I don't know if this... Oh, also, I hit my thumb really hard. I was playing VR and I punched the wall. It's kind of... Actually, it's actually not too bad. I mostly just ripped the nail. But my fingernails, it's been weird. I feel like in this last year, my fingernails are growing really, really fast. Like, I have to clip them once a week. Which is so weird. Definitely was not clipping them that often previously. Meshed up. Hello. Do you need to be good at making 2D turnarounds to get good at character modeling? I don't know if good's the right word, because it depends on what your goal is. As a 3D artist, you don't necessarily need to be a character designer. Like, if you're just looking to get a job as a 3D artist, and you don't care what type of characters you're making, like you're not necessarily designing for yourself, I think that you could just use a 2D turnaround. You do want to have a good 2D turnaround, but you don't necessarily need to make one for yourself. You could go get one. You could just take a turnaround online. But I do think that you can solve a lot of problems by making a 2D version first. Getting your proportions right, knowing how you're going to make something, and like for example, on our character Grim here, I used it. I set it up pretty exactly on top of the reference here. So if I actually take this image and we turn down the opacity, you can see that the model's in pretty much the exact same position. So, but again, if you're just looking to, I don't think you need to be coming up with your own designs if you're just looking to make good characters. Like, in a pipeline, like you're going to get hired by a studio, you just want to show off how good you are at modeling, not necessarily how good you are at character design, because those are two different skills. Yeah, hope that helped. Okay. So for our character here, we reprinted the low poly, and thankfully it's directly connected to the high poly now, so we could actually adjust the sculpture version of the character. We could squish it down, we could get it set up properly. However, is that the proper way to do it? If we go back and adjust everything, then we also have to adjust our clothes. We'd have to readjust the whole pipeline. I think it's better. We already have our pipeline of making the finished character, and then we change the proportions, get it to work. So I think we keep everything in the older version same, and we only update our, we filter it down, we filter it through the scaled version. Okay. That's what's here. You just moved into the new apartment, settled in good. Yeah, we're in the new apartment right now. Got another 5 months on the lease here. Oh. Also, Happy New Year. So we'll enjoy it for a few more months, and then I'll be moving again. I usually move about once a year. Not that I'm like super stoked on moving once a year, but it's just how things work out. Closed on our house this past weekend. Hey, let's go. That's awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, so we're taking those items, we're filtering them down into the adjustment. And into the merged one here, which goes into the game ready one, which we can assign the body merged collection, because that's what it is. It is the merged version of these two. Perfect. And then we already have on it the rig here. Why does switching from texture view to model view to wire view crash Blender when done quickly? If you just first opening it, it's just, I mean, you're just loading a lot all at once. Potentially it's not Blender, it just might be your RAM or something like that, because you're just loading a lot of stuff in and out of memory. You know, spinning up your graphics card, then spinning it down immediately. This should be good. Let's go ahead and say update selected. Now, our character, it's already rigged. This is not positioned correctly, but we can see that things are indeed moving. That did not look right. There's that. Something is wrong with our vertex groups here. Everything. Okay, so it looks like something's getting applied out of order. They should be mirrored. So that would be on our merged collection. Oops. Here we have geometry nodes. Mirror. Wait. That should work. Let me go ahead. Actually really don't have to do this, do I? I can just use the whole low poly collection. Now, before I used a GeoNode to merge everything together, but I don't have to do that anymore. Should be able to delete this whole collection, go to the body, and we actually want the body low poly collection. Now body low poly. And the hair is separate. That's actually fine. I could just make a GeoNode to bring in the hair. Because we have the hair, all the pieces are separate from the hair. Yep, we have all these individual separate pieces. We want to be able to change them at any time, blah, blah, blah. This is the rigged version. We have the low poly version right here. And so what we'll do is instead of changing the collections, we'll go ahead and make one in the low poly. Mirrored? No mirror. Some of it's mirrored. That actually doesn't matter anymore. I think get rid of this collection. Zero Oreo. Do you do them for free? I do not do them for free. I have a lot of clients. Excuse me. But hello, Zero. Welcome. I was going to call you Zorro. Wow. Go ahead and make not a new collection, a new object. Here. We'll call hair. I guess we could adjust my add-on to use a list of collections. Because when I'm baking, I don't want the object in here. And I don't really want to add multiple collections to these. It's a little convoluted. Yeah, let's adjust our script. File, open recent, geometry node master, go to our add-on here. And what we'd like to do, update the collection assignment to take an amount of collections. I think having a plus to create a new slot or an additional collection. Before I do that, Commit changes on main. Nice. Pretty extensive change. Alright, we'll go here, we'll save, we'll go edit preferences. Rapid collection, uninstall. Oof, Jesus. Install. Go here, save. Back to here. Geometry Node Master Project, add-ons. And copy this pad. Blender. Install. Close. Save. Alright. So now, on the game ready version for the body, we should be able to assign multiple collections. So we can assign body low poly and hair low poly. That way, whenever we want to update our main object, everything's ready to go. Just say save, select the body, update selected. Save my rapid update selection. That worked, but this is getting confusing. But we do want multiple collections. That's a great feature. We do want to change it so that member to transfer collect collections to updated. I'll update that in a second. Let's do it right now before I forget. want is a new collection here, which we'll call body LP scaled. And in here, GeoNode, body merger mirror. Takes a collection. That's what we need in our collection assignment. Or the body low poly mirrored and scaled. What a name. Low poly mirrored here. And with the adjustments. Yep. Alright. So basically what that's doing is the client has made changes to the proportions. And what we're doing here is now we can take all the work we've done before, make sure that we can make all the changes we want to make, and then transfer those positions, transfer the position of the scaled version onto our low poly version. So that keeps things procedural. Thank you, Reyes. It's a little confusing organizing everything here, but it will be worth it. Change this to body LP Reyes scale. This will be scale applied. Things feel like they go downstream this way. The cage will lift up. Now, in our rapid update, we would like the scale applied collection. That's what we want to merge together. Save. It's selected. Perfect. So now we're able to extract that. Good. Another collection I'd like to apply, which is the air. Before we start merging everything, just review this one. Body mirrored, scaled. Perfect. Duplicate, and we'll call this body LP no mirror. but it is scaled. This one uses a different geometry node, the body merger no mirror. And this one is the low poly hair. Okay, perfect. Hair low poly. Hair scaled is just the object, so okay. Alright. Body scaled. We're merging those together. And on this one, we would also like to include the mirror mod. With the geometry nodes first, then it applies the mirror. Boom. Okay. Save. Geonodes really quick. All right. I'm gonna make some coffee. Hello, Dash. Welcome. Can I not select this one? Alright, so now we can combine them. We've got our rig, and it looks like now the mirrored groups are working properly. Ignore the weird stretch. That's just because things are in the wrong spot. Right. So that's Auto Rig Pro. The skeleton is, yeah, this here. If that's what you're referring to. If you're referring to this here, this rapid update here, this is that add-on I was talking about making. Yeah, okay, yeah, the boxes and stuff. Okay, yeah, this is Auto Rig Pro. And we need to update it. To do that, we will go to Auto Rig Pro. Update it. Edit reference bones. Leave it in this edit view. Go to this collection here. Select the two collections. Isolate the view. Now we should just be working just Auto Rig Pro. Turn this on. Turn on Vertex. Visible. Doesn't snap. Grid vertex edge and blah blah blah. Really? That's a bummer. Look that up. Blender, snap, 2 bones. Maybe I have to enter edit mode with both of them. Oh, okay, that works. A little goofy. Hello, Reese Peasy. Welcome. Just joined What You Making. We're updating a skeleton right now. There were some changes to the proportions of a character. We're going through and matching things up. How's your day going? Hopefully 2025 is treating you well. These ones we'll have to move manually. Oh, that legs are a little different though. Not as exact. These bones are floating too. Thank you. Exploring various FVXs from other Avies I own, I have observed some use 2 spine bones, some use 3. Any idea why one would choose one over the other? Oh. Well, VRChat didn't always support a 3rd chest bone. Unity does, though. But a lot of bones you can actually be missing. Like if you look at arms and legs, a lot of times they have twist bones. But those twist bones aren't actually moving, they're just nested in there. But because of they're nested within a hierarchy, they can move and it won't actually break anything. Because they'll move with everything. They'll move with their parent object. But for the spine, there are, if you're using full body tracking, then you can influence that chest bone, that 3rd chest bone. So it's really for tracking more than anything else. Right, there are no custom bones yet because we're in this view. That's right. Okay, that was a weird way to do it, but it worked. Hello, Valor! Welcome! Happy New Year's to you as well! I'm really into designing how do you even make avatars. I can barely use Blender. Well, Blender's definitely a big part of it. I've been talking about making a tutorial series for well over a month now, so I'm hoping to get that started soon. I don't know when that's going to happen, but hopefully I'll have like a full tutorial for you at some point. But really, if you'd like to go, like if you're looking for something to get started with, you can always look up Unity character tutorials, how to make a video game character for Unity, because VRChat uses the same same process. That spine does not look right. And this one might be right. Do you sculpt your hands or do you model them? I know I have a kind of a template for hands that I use. I know kind of how I want the hands to work. So I can start modeling them, and then I just, once I have the model in a shape that I like, then I'll then I'll start sculpting it on top of it. Just because I know the topology I'm looking for. But generally, I would say it's a lot when I like to do one thing at a time for Blender. So if I'm looking for the right shape, I'll just do sculpting. And then I'll retopologize after. I'll make the game ready mesh on top of it. Because if you're trying to model and make the right shape, you're trying to do two things at once, and that gets really tricky, honestly. That would have lined up with the set. Hopefully that answers your question. Interesting. The skeleton's very different. Riz, did you sculpt the mesh at all? Interesting. Okay. Just did bone scaling in post mode. Okay. Good. Good. No. It's okay. We're getting stuff done. Getting stuff done. What button is that? Lip roll. That should be down here. Pose 03. Excuse me. That should be good. You can double check the tail. Oh, all right, let's see. All right, some things are in the wrong spot. Ignore that. Do I have a fursona myself? Not particularly. I don't have much of an OC at all. Interesting. Looks like the toes ended up on the wrong side. That's the toe weight paint. Fingers look good. Okay, good stuff. Let's turn off this one. Go to the low poly itself. Pause here. Each of these will add a data transfer. Sample the body of vertex groups. Generate data layers. This should have worked. Vertex. Oh, because I didn't select vertex groups. Generate data layers. Beautiful. Okay. Copy this to selected. Make sure we move the mirror. say copy modifiers, these ones, and then just go through and generate. Okay. And then on the main body, for our toe group, this is the right group, this is the left group. These are wrong. I'm going to delete this, switch this to L, and switch this one to R. Now, those should mirror properly, and just like the other group, just like the claws, really. But I do hope to make a VTuber, to follow up on your question there, Dash. I am hoping to make an actual VTuber self at some point. So this month, January, right now, is going to be all finishing. It's just going to be completely focused on finishing my commissions, my current commission queue. And so after that, I'm hoping to get in some more I would say personal or perhaps stream-related projects. Knowing that I have to do this one at a time, but I gotta do, that's what I gotta do. And the final one. Checked out a neat add-on that does voxel heat diffuse skinning for weight painting. I still found a robust weight transfer tool did better though. There's some interesting ones, and some things are better for certain types of things. I've just found with kind of work, it really does seem like the nuances endless. Or actually, is this one? Yeah. I have to do this for all of these. All right. Let's just see how it's coming out right now. Whew. Excuse me. Like this. Turn on scale applied. Rapid update. Boom. Alright, claws are moving. Feet are moving properly now. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Jaw might be moving a little much. Or the position of it's different. Or actually, I suppose... Yeah, that's fine. Hello, Arctic. Welcome. Oh. Definitely need to update the weight painting on our low poly. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rename this rig here. This one will be Reyes V2. There. Save that. And then I'm gonna go save, file, append. Oh, I see. This should have worked. File and collection. Let me copy this path and let me turn off all the other collections and try this again. File, append. Should just be Reyes. Here. Been working on my world some more. Got a fortress with towers you can climb up so you can run around the ramparts. Hey, that's awesome. That does sound super cool. Now in the low poly collection for our armature here. Actually, I guess none of these are attached to an armature. I would like to attach them to this armature with empty groups. Rescale changes. Made the towers as modular pieces I can Frankenstein together, as well as an array for generating the stairs inside. Oh, very cool. Hey, let's go. That looks awesome. Wait, where the... Booty file. Be nice to just be able to assign a single attribute. So why don't we make that new geonode? We'll call assign point an attribute point load. Okay, and this is store named attribute, and we just do this. That should be it, actually. Now we can just go, what's the name of this bone? The bone is ear. This one, blah, blah, blah. Here, and say I would like to set this to 1. Because I know I want this to move with the ear. 1 to 1. Place that one. These two. Oh. Yeah, we'll do the same thing. Select both of these. Copy the selected. Then on this one, it should be ear 1.l. Click copy to selected. So now ear 1. So that will move with this one here. Beautiful stuff. Hello, Lola Mitsia. Welcome. All right. Oh my god. And coffee loves me. How's your day going, Lola? Okay, so for the tongue, we're just gonna actually do real weight painting right now. If we can. Doesn't want to. Why doesn't it want to? Because we're using the tongue generator. Okay. So if that's the case, we want to create 3 objects right now. This will be plane. It would be a little bit easier. Global or local. And all right. So bring back the rig. And that mirror. And like that. Then we can go to teeth, select all the teeth, delete unlocked groups. Cool, now we've got the teeth. We'll duplicate this. Actually, sorry. We'll delete the bottom ones. Duplicate, move this down, and rename this to the bottom ones. Hello, Alex Girish. Girick? Welcome. Now we just need one last one for the tongue. basically be like this. We'll parent to the rig, Control P, empty groups, isolate, and then on this one, weight paint. We want the tongue. Boom. 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 That is tongue, right? Middle tongue one. Oh, set 0 to get rid of the back. Alright, that should give us some good stuff. And so for these 3 little objects we made, we would like to just rename them. So this will be, hello Bochi Hatita, welcome back. Well, welcome everyone. Hope everyone's having a good 2025. Welcome back. There's the tongue. So that's actually the teeth upper. That's the tongue. And here's the lower. Okay. These 3 objects we're going to hide. We're going to put in body. Geonode, I guess. And then on RP, we can simply add data transfer, teeth upper, vertex data, vertex groups. Copy this over, and then just change the source. Data transfer teeth lower, and data transfer up. Just super useful, because all of those things, that means now we can transfer all this data dynamically. We're able to very easily edit individual objects. It's beautiful, powerful. I love it. Now let's test it. So we'll do is select body. Rapid update. Update it. Okay. Perfect. And we have the armature. We have Res V2 as our rig. The piercings are on the wrong side of the body. And for some reason, our data transfer did not work for the teeth. These two. I need to rename this to .r because they're moving with the wrong side. Easy enough. For eyebrow, we are using the data transfer, but it's getting affected too much by the eye. So I think I'm just going to apply the data transfer. Oops. Wants me to do single modifier. Why don't we just get rid of that? Go here. Weight paint by hand. Boom. 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 Smooth. Deform selected postbones. I got fucked up. Eyebrow should be good. And then I for sure only want the eyelash to move with the eye itself. So I think what we're gonna do so this should have the data transfer on it. Why didn't that work before? Have all the layers, unless I got rid of, no, keep it there. This should work. Alright, sorry, getting distracted. We'll take this, we're gonna Alt-D duplicate the body here. We're gonna get rid of a few things, but then keep one. We're gonna duplicate the mask. So we'll call this mask. Just mask. Get rid of this. Add in mask eyelash. Then what we'll do is select this loop here and there. Now, we'll sign that. Convert it. So now we have just this selection here. Now I don't want this object in here. We're going to rename it first. Body glow, or we'll do data transfer. And we'll send this to body geonode. Go here, data transfer. Eyelash, generate data layers. Okay, so now it should be moving. Same with this one. That should be working. We'll save again. Turn off the rig, turn off the low poly, turn on scale applied. Turn on game ready, select game ready, and hit rapid update. Still, the jaw's not moving. Wow. That's crunchy. Nearest face interpolated. Let's try that one. Notice when you're doing data transfer, you target nearest vertices. Any reason you do that as opposed to edges or faces? Interpolated. Interpolated is usually what you want, because otherwise it's looking to the nearest one and taking exactly the nearest one's data versus like taking an average. So interpolated's like the average, should be a little bit smoother. So a little bit smoother, still quite crunchy though. Shape proportions are looking really good, Sam. Thanks for adjusting all this. You rock. Thank you, guys. Good. I'm glad to hear that. They are exactly the proportions you put on. What I'm doing is I'm taking the version you made, taking all the work that I made before, taking your version, and then I'm filtering it through your version to make the correct version with a rig. So, which should make it'll make it easier for me to go back and change things. Hopefully you as well. Though it is a little complicated. Again, I'll make a video going over it just for ease of use. And then I'm switching it from nearest face to nearest edge because there are only edges now, there's no more faces. That'll make a good difference. I'll be right back. We'll be going to lunch in just a moment. I'll be right back. fun though is I do feel quite confident saying now that I do have the best workflow. Best process. So I can make some pretty specific changes without getting too crazy. Too crazy. Let's focus. I wish there was an option to apply and relink, because I want to apply that change to all of them. Just 2 users of it, so it's probably this one and the high poly version. So we will just apply, turn on high poly version. It was the cage. Shows that one. This is the next thing I want to update for my character, for my workflow, is getting to update the low and high poly immediately. That should be doable. Hello, Foxy. Welcome. Hello, Raccoon. I've used it before. It's pretty good. I think VNeon and Warudo are the best options out there, in my opinion. And there's a free version of Warudo now too. Bro better not make a Roblox avatar with a BBL. Someone's got an active imagination. Everything's linked up. We've reconnected the cage. Low poly. Been messing around, messing with it. Heard Warudo was a bit resource heavy, but wanted to try that too. Well, the very cool thing about Warudo and VNeon is it's super easy to set up things, to create a logic and stuff like that. For real, be seeing that stuff in Roblox, and I'm getting sick and tired of it. Just gotta close your eyes and play the game blind. It's the only way. So what I did is update the eyelash. Let's see if this... Oh, but the reason I wanted to do that is so I could actually adjust the weight painting. We're gonna do that. Rig. Go in here. Weight paint. Actually, we can go to Key Baker. It should be the same. Oof. I guess that go to frame 10 again. Copy the pose. Go to back to frame 0. Paste the posed object. Damn. Okay, so I like the stream. Good. Good. If you like avatar creation, then that's what we do. That is what we do. We got the pre-scaled changes. What we'll do is select the body, invert, separate everything else. It's fine. Then in the low poly, we'll use send, select that, transfer weights, okay, and then hide that, turn the rig back on, paste the pose again, and okay, that's better. That is better. The nice part is all of those changes propagate to the other objects. That's awesome. Alright. Actually, that is amazing. Nice one. So we applied the scale there. We need that one open. We need this one. Boom. Update selected. Yeah, I think the next change to add to my rapid update is that I don't need to turn the collections on. In fact, I'm going to do that, make that change, and then we'll end the morning stream. For anyone new here, I do 2 streams every day. We'll be ending the first one in just a moment. Okay, math's still not moving. Okay, I'm glad I did that. Still looks way better. Eyes are still getting super crunched though. So I'll have to do something about that. But it's improved. Alright. That's it. Okay, everyone. Time for me to head out. Thank you all for hanging out. I hope everyone's having an amazing day. I'm going on lunch. I'll be back in about 2 hours. And when we get back, we'll probably do a little bit more work on Reyes here and then switch over to Grim. But thank you all. See you soon. Hope you're having a great Monday. Great 2025. See you in just a little while. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye.